Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to start building this hob drawer.
Sneaky cub.
Video you saw us build this section here with the opening for the hob drawer and fit the rails. So now it's time to build a hob drawer to slide in here and hold this hob here. So the hob I've got for the van is a Kadak 2 Cook 2 Pro. So it's a 2-ring gas burner, just a very good camping hob, one of the best from reviews. So yeah, we'll design it around this, all this space, so that when this is pulled out, it'll be there, open, and we can cook stood in the doorway. What we need to do is we need to start taking measurements for this area here. So I've pulled it all the way out, and this will allow us just to get a rough idea of the length and the depth which we can go, as well as the width between them. Now that we've got the rough measurements, we can start coming up with a design on CAD, so we can see how it's going to look and work.
This is the hob drawer I've designed based off the measurements of the hole in the kitchen unit. This is designed to bolt onto the rails of the drawer at the side and hold the hob securely in position so it won't slide around when driving. I've made the walls on the side low so the lid of the hob can easily be opened and the gas dials accessed. The end of the drawer has been made so it'll fill the gap where the drawer sits so everything is hidden.
Design on CAD done now. Now it's time to start cutting it out. To cut it out, I'm using 9mm plywood. This will be strong enough to hold the hob, but it's not too thick that it takes up loads of space. I'm going to paint the ply as well, just to give it a nice effect. So I'm going to paint it the same colour as the bed doors and what the cupboard doors in the kitchen will be, just so it all matches and looks nice. So that's all the wood cut. So you can see I've just sort of slotted it together, not attached it together yet. Got some marks on which I need to clean off, but yeah, it's all the wood cut and ready to be put together now. So we're going to paint it before we put it together. So that's all the wood cut and laid out. So yeah, there's not many pieces here, so it's quite simple to build this. I'm going to paint it in the same colour as the doors, which is this Cancun interior wood paint. So we'll get this painted now and then start assembling it all. And that's the first coat done. We'll let this all dry and then move on to the second coat. So now all the wood's been cut and painted, it's time to start assembling it. To assemble it all, I'm going to use a mix of adhesive, nails and screws. Just try and keep it discreet and make it look nice and neat. So I built the last one up and it was all okay, and then when I tried to close the drawer, it was slightly too wide, so I've remade a new centerpiece now. So I'm going to paint this all up and then get this one fitted. This one fits and the drawer can open and close perfectly. And that's the second coat done. So this is now ready to be installed into the van. I'm going to put the end plate on when it's installed, just so we can line it up so it fills the hole perfectly. So now the hob drawer's all made, we can now fit it into these rails on the van. It's a hob drawer fitted now with the hob on it, so you can see how perfectly the hob fits in there, lines up bang on all the way to the back. It's time to get this front of the drawer on so we can make this look neat. So that's the hob drawer all complete. So as you can see, this bit now here fits in here perfectly and lines up with the top, and the hob sits all in here very nicely. It's a perfect fit, and this is how it looks with the hob drawer open. I'll spin round. As you can see, we've got great access to the hob. So if you open it up, it's at the perfect height to cook. Still access to all the dials super easily, and then ignition as well. So this should work perfectly. If I stand back, you can see how it sits in the doorway. The space, you've still got in to get in the van, but there's loads of space to stand at the hob and cook. And then when the awning's on, you'll all be under shelter as well. Hob drawer all made. I'm super happy with how this has turned out. Looks great and I can't wait to get using it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time, where we'll start finishing off this kitchen and getting it to look like a proper kitchen.